welcome to Hornets Sports Buzz. We're going to have a special episode tonight. It's been a long time. My show is The show has been threatened to be canceled, and it's probably close to being canceled. But tonight we're going to have a couple members of the Boosters Club. Marcia Whitman in the middle, and Marie McCabe on the far left. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here to talk about Mansfield High Sports Boosters Club, which we're going to talk about. But you're going to hear this date a few times. Marie, tell us about the upcoming road race, if you don't mind.
Okay, so the road race is a 5K held on Sunday, June 9th, 9 a.m. start, and you can register that same day at 8 a.m. And also register online ahead of time if you'd like. And first 150 registrations get a neat T-shirt, and we have excellent sponsors. Dynamic Dental is our main sponsor, our platinum sponsor. We also have Marathon Sports helping us out, and the bib pickup is at their store in Mansfield on Saturday between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mm-hmm. And we have the WOMPS Running Club, which Marsha's part of. Mm-hmm. They're helping us out, sponsoring and volunteering. We have Courtney CPA in Mansfield. That's Marietta Courtney, and her company sponsored us, as well as Cynthia Hanley's law firm at massdivorce.com. And we also have Kind that is donating energy bars, granola bars for the day of the race. And I think I'm forgetting someone.
We're going to have some water from Stop and
We have
Shop
water. We have,
snacks.
and Kissel Martin, Martin Kissel,
Oh, yeah.
the dentist. So they're a good sponsor as well. And we're very appreciative of all the sponsors helping us out. Yeah, and I know some places have given donations to Donna. So I think Flannel Cow, and we've got some nice prizes for the kids and for the runners. Yeah.
So I like to ask the really hard questions. So if anybody wants to sponsor now, you're going to say no, right? You don't need any more sponsors?
Absolutely not. We want all the sponsors. It's for the Mansfield Boosters, obviously. So if anyone wants to sponsor, we'll be happy to accept a donation and put the word out there that you've sponsored for us. We appreciate the help. Yeah.
And Marcia, you run with the Wampano Eggs?
I do.
It's easy to say Womps,
Wampano
right?
Eggs, yeah, the Womps.
And you've been running with them for a long time, right?
Oh, I've been with them for many, many years.
Yeah. And how do they plan to help out with the road race? I mean, are some of them going to run it? Or?
Yep, some will run it, some will volunteer and run it. We have about 19 volunteers from them coming out to help support the day, which is terrific. They always show a lot of support for the local schools and charitable organizations as well. It's a big part of what they do. Is support local communities.
They're not just a Mansfield running club, right? They're pretty widely based.
Yeah, we're all around this general area. So we do a lot of our runs in Mansfield, Foxborough, Plainville, Rentham, Walpole, wherever the members are willing to host from.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I think those people in Mansfield know it's going to be Lenny's Loop, right?
Lenny's Loop, which is a nice, reasonably flat, except for the last maybe quarter mile up Ware Street to East Street. But it's right around down, take a right coming out of the high school, left on Branch, left on Ware, and then right back to the high school. Yeah. There'll be a couple water stops.
Yeah, at the 1 mile and 2 mile?
Approximately.
Yep,
wherever we can put them safely.
Yeah, and I'll ask this, and again, I'd like to ask, what about the timing systems? Because runners want to get their times, right? What if they set a new PR? How's the timing?
So we have Spittler race systems handling our timing. It's manual timing, so we have people there at the end doing what they do. I'm not as familiar with it as Marcia is, but they'll have people there logging runners in when they come in with their numbers and stuff like that. So
yeah, we'll have 4 volunteers at the finish line, making sure that people get as accurate a time as possible, even with the manual timing system.
Yeah. Are everybody invited? Like, what if you're an 88-year-old runner? What if
come on down.
What if you're a 6-year-old
You
kid?
can walk. You don't have to run, too. You can walk. We have a lot of walkers normally, and this race has been going on for years. So we welcome walkers, runners. I see some people walk with their, babies in the stroller or whatever. It's usually a nice day. It's early in the morning, so even if it is really hot that day, it's usually reasonably nice in the morning. That it's not that hot. And Ware and Branch, somewhat shaded.
Yeah.
Shaded. Yeah, I've run that loop a lot, and it's nice. It's not a bad run. So.
And I think we have tentative plans, which I'm going to help out with a fun run for little kids, say under 10 or under 8, and we're going to set it up at the East Street field, which I think is the girls' JV lacrosse field, and probably 200 or 300 yards, like Marsha said, either probably a straight line or a very small circle.
Yeah.
So, those parents that want to bring their kids out,
Yeah.
they can come out
Yeah,
and do
sure.
that.
Work
So-
out some energy.
But we don't want anybody sandbagging. Like, we don't want any 14-year-old kids trying to.
No,
right.
yeah, 10 and under would be good.
And what about prizes? I mean, if just say I go out and set the course record.
Yeah.
Any prizes we
I'm
have? for
thinking
the top?
Caroline might set the
Yeah.
course record.
There you go.
But we have, I think, great prizes. So we have some prizes for the top finishers and age divisions, and some of those prizes include marathon sports gift cards. Also, for the treetop adventures, we have some passes for that. It's like an obstacle course place in Canton, Water Whiz, and some flannel cow gift cards, things like that. So there's a lot of cool prizes. And hopefully somebody can get one that we.
It's funny how runners like to go to Flannel Cow. I always find that. My wife
Yeah.
loves going there. But we're going to talk about the road race at the end. But let's just, since we have you two on, I know you guys do a lot of work with the Boosters Club. Again, the Mansfield All Sports Boosters covers all sports, male and female. But I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, I think the Gridiron Club for football and the hockey organization, which I know your son played hockey,
He was,
right?
yes.
They get support for the Boosters Club, but
Yep.
they do so much of their own fundraising. But what are some of the big events, either one of you, like the Boosters Club has done the past 2 to 3, 4 years that you know about?
So our main event that we hold or have been hosting has been the comedy show. So we did it last year at the Xfinity Center with Lenny Clark. The year prior was at the Holiday Inn in Mansfield with Michael Pettit as the main comedian, and they have a couple other comedians that also perform that night. And we did the year before, I think we had a hypnotist, which was really fun too.
That was a fun
so
night.
that was a fun night. It's always a fun night. We always usually get like 400 or so people out, and it's a nice way to raise money and have fun at the same time. And we've been able to, like I know because you're very involved as well, Jack, that we've raised money to help with the improving of the gym, the weight room. So that's really nice. The weight room looks great now, and the kids are, and it's for all students, not just athletes. So any of the students at the school can take advantage of that. And then we're working on doing an updated, like, nice new trophy case and the stands out in the in the field out back. So.
Yeah, are they going to do something with the near the booth, the pavilion area, if you will?
Yep. So they're working on a whole bunch of projects,
Yeah.
and it's great to see everybody, because now we have a lot of people involved and a lot of suggestions of what we could do. We just need people to contribute and attend these functions, and when you attend them, I think you have a great time. We've had an awesome time at the at these comedian nights.
Yeah, because I think my kids have gone through the system as have yours. I think
Yep.
it might be your last kid.
This is
but-
our last
Our
one.
last,
we have to
our
pay-
last is graduating, yes.
Just for the incoming parents, there's the user fees, which I believe is still $150.
Yes.
There's also so many more expenses on top of this, and
That's
I think
right.
it helps to supplement it. Like the weight room, like you mentioned.
Yep.
I've seen pictures of it. I mean, I've been in there before it was done, but I think Coach Selman he's probably one of the happiest people. And,
I'm sure,
All,
yeah.
all the coaches, because
Yeah.
I think they're really keeping it clean. And, I think over time, the old one got let go and run down, and I think it's going to be there for years to come.
Yep.
But that's great. And what about I know there's a charitable basketball event in March that the Boosters Club helps organize, and I know a little bit of the history. We used to have, one time we had the Patriots a few years ago.
Right. Yeah.
But now it's a community event. We have the fire department, police,
Yep. Smith and
teachers,
Nephew.
local companies.
Yep. Some of the banks. I think Rockland Trust had a team in, so that's a fun event, and it's local. The kids the teachers would have
Yeah.
a team, so anybody who wanted to form a team, we do like a short. I forget now how long the.
I think 10 or 11 minutes.
Yeah, 10 or 11
Yeah.
minutes, and it's a fun community event, and the police really gets involved. They won, I think, back-to-back years, and they were riding around the police cars with the trophy and really posting it all over Facebook. It was really fun, to see the kids see the police men and women playing on the team, so it was fun, and the fire department.
Yeah, that's great. So I think earlier you mentioned Donna, which we all know who Donna
Oh,
is.
we
but
love Donna.
Donna
Donna
Harrington.
Harrington.
See, you're so famous, you don't even need a last name.
Just
but,
Donna.
Shout out to so the Boosters Club is just a quick recap is. Our president is Roberta Sullivan, who will not go on camera, but she does
She
so
does a
much.
lot,
She
yeah.
does everything,
Yeah.
except what Marie and Marcia do. But then, but really, it starts with Joe Rousseau, the athletic director, which everybody that has kids at Mansfield High, or if you're 7th, 8th graders, you'll know him. He runs the show there, but he runs it with Donna Harrington, and they couldn't do it themselves. You know, they're not in the role there to ask for fundraising because they're so busy. So I think
Right.
this, you know, we have Marie, myself, Roberta Sullivan, but now I think we used to have 2 to 3 parents. Now there's a dozen or more.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
it's
it
great.
was very nice. Before it was Maureen Co. and Fran Czarkowski
Yeah.
that did a fabulous job, and their kids are, I think, mostly through school now, and they handed it off to Roberta, and we kind of got recruited. I think that's kind of how I got recruited.
They got
to
roped in.
Roberta. And I roped her in. I'm like, you're doing this.
Krista Aldo and
Krista.
Lori Gemignani.
Yep.
I mean,
Doing
there's
treasure.
a lot of
Yep.
key people, and you know, everybody.
Joe Mulkern, and
Joe
we have
Mulkern.
Jane Marr, and I know Kelly Kemp.
Bob
and
Nugent.
Bob Nugent. Yeah. So we have a lot of
great.
people, and we have a wide net now. It's nice because you come up with a lot of different ideas when we brainstorm on functions and things and ways to contribute to make something successful. So
Before we talk about the road race one more time, is also, and I think Lori Gemignani and Krista Aldo do a lot of this, like the banquets. Every team has a banquet.
Yes.
So, you know, you rent a hall, you get the food,
Yeah.
you do all the stuff. Well, it's easy to have one check written from the boosters. So the boosters does that.
That's
they
right.
they
They
help
manage
collect the
all of
money.
that for them.
And Lori and Krista end up with, you know, piles of cash or
Yes.
checks from
Yes.
the parents, and it's a lot of
they
work.
do
It really is.
a phenomenal job because it is a lot of work, like you said, and they're writing multiple checks. This is, I'm sure, a busy
Yeah.
time of year for them,
Yeah.
especially with all the banquets just finishing up or
Yeah.
now. So they do a great job, and we really appreciate their efforts.
Yeah.
They do well. And I think Roberta's kids in 6th grade or 7th, she's got about 5 more years. so
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, she's got a few years going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
Laurie too. Laurie's got some younger ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she'll be around for a while.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Sunday, June 9th, the road race. What's your idea of success? What is going to be like the perfect day that everything comes together? And
So obviously weather's going to play a factor.
Yeah.
So we want a nice. I think running a crisp morning. So
Yeah.
that's me because I'm always hot.
but it's rain or shine, right?
It's rain or shine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't mind running in the rain in June. It's usually
Yeah.
not that bad, but
usually
it could
pretty
get
nice.
slippery. But it's not. But it should be fine. Just don't want like 100 degrees at 9 a.m. That's all. You know, we don't want it too
Yeah.
hot. But
It's an early start, and the walkers go off the same time as the runners.
yeah, I think the way they've done it, because this is my first time organizing
Yeah.
it. Derek Ellis has done it in the past,
Yeah.
and thank you very much, Derek, for organizing that. And so Marcia and I are doing it for the first time this year with the help of you guys. And I think the runners go off at the end. You know, I'm pretty sure, is that how it usually is? I mean, the walkers. Sorry, the walkers go off at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
they
sure.
start at the back of the
Yeah,
pack.
the back,
So
that's
it
where
takes
they're
them a
gonna
while
finish.
to cycle in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the runner's going to be faster than if you're walking. So the
Yeah.
walkers are at the end of the pack, and hopefully we have a nice day.
And I'm going to put you
Yeah.
on the spot. What's your goal? How many people? Like,
Well,
I'm going to write this
I would
down.
love about 250.
Okay.
Anyways, but so everyone spread the word.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sunday, June 9th. The
Right,
Wampanoags are going to help out.
Yep,
Yep.
we'll be there. The first 100 people, 150 people to register get a get a
Nice
nice
T-shirt, yeah.
What
with
color?
their
Because I'm
registration.
all about
We
colors. What
picked
color?
yellow
Okay, that's
because
good.
it needs to be a light color in June. I figured so.
And you want it to be visible.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. And then I also forgot Marathon Physical Therapy will be there as well. Another sponsor. They're going to set up a tent there, and
For
be
massages
doing
afterwards?
massages.
For
Oh, that's good.
Yep. So if any runners need any help, or and then also a big shout out to the police, the fire, and Mansfield Emergency Management. They will all be there, securing the area for the runners, so it's a safe run.
Yeah, I think that's one of the other signs of success is injury-free. Everyone makes it back.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone has a good time. Lots of community, lots of people making it a lot of fun.
Yeah. And my house is at the 1.5 mile mark. I'm usually there.
He's
Yeah,
going to make breakfast
doing
after.
nothing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Greg Waters Sr., I always promise you a muffin, so maybe this year. But it's a great time, and Marie and Marcia is going to, they're going to have a lot of help, but they're going to they took the charge this year because we were going to let it go, but Marie's like, this is too important for the
Yeah.
town, not just for the Boosters Club.
It's a fun
'Cause,
event.
We're lucky we get some fundraising, but really it is for the
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
just like the basketball
Yeah,
event. So.
and we wouldn't be able to do this without our sponsors again, like Dynamic Dental, and all the rest of them, Marathon Sports, Marathon Physical Therapy, and so it's nice that they're able to help us so that minimize the costs of everything, and having the bib pick up the day before it helps a lot too to save time on Sunday morning. So
And what's the earliest somebody, like the early birds that like to get there Sunday morning? What time will you be there?
Well, I'll probably be there early. I'm thinking
Yeah,
7 anyways.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
we'll be there
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, we'll be there
Registration
early.
table opens at 8,
Okay.
but
Yeah. Good.
we'll be floating around getting set up.
Yep.
Yep.
And the good news is it's not Father's Day, I believe.
No, it's
No.
not.
Yeah.
It's
So there's
definitely
no
not Father's
excuse
Day.
that you have to
Yeah.
stay home and make breakfast for your husband or your father because the Father's
Yeah.
Day is the following Sunday. And,
That's right.
You know, we know that's the greatest day of the year.
That's what I'm told. Yeah.
But thanks again for coming on. Sunday,
Thank you.
June 9th, 9 a.m. start at
Yep.
Mansfield High School. Get there half an hour to an hour early or go to Marathon Sports the day before.
Right, for bib pickup.
Yep.
But you can also go to the website, www.mhsbooster5k.com, and sign up there, or feel free to reach out to me or Marsha or yourself, and we can all send you the link to the registration. It's also on the high school website on the boosters page. You know,
Yep,
so.
you go to MHS Athletics and
Yeah.
you'll find the boosters page.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Or you can simply Google it,
Yeah.
and you'll find it that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
active. Yeah, yep.
that's great. Well, thanks and good luck. And
Thanks.
good luck. Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
your daughters, too, for graduating.
Thanks.
Thank
They
you.
did a lot of sports, and you and your
been a
husband
nice-
be supportive.
It's been a nice
Yes.
time at Mansfield
Yeah.
High.
It has. We
And,
will miss it. It's bittersweet.
Yeah, and it's great. Like it really does start with Joe Russo and Donna Harrington, but
Yes.
you know all the great coaches, and you know I don't want to make you cry on the show, but it's nice.
I think we both might be
Yeah.
on the verge.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
know.
Thanks a lot, Martha.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks, Marie.
Jack.
Good luck.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see you Sunday, June 9th. Thanks. Bye bye.